Today's video is on self and non-self. So what is the concept of this? So when a human is infected with a pathogen, the body is able to recognize it as a foreign cell. And this allows the immune system to attack the pathogen because it doesn't recognize it as its own cells. The pathogen is non-self, whereas the human cells are self. So if the body detects a non-self cell, the immune system is able to attack it. So lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell with a specific cell surface receptor. And each type of cell in the body, or self or non-self, has a specific cell surface receptor. So for example, pathogens have antigens, and these are their specific cell surface receptor. So each lymphocyte has a specific receptor to a certain cell. So each type of lymphocyte is specific to one type of cell and one type of cell surface receptor on a specific cell. So how do our bodies know self and non-self? So in the fetus, all 10 million types of lymphocytes are present, each with a different chemical shape. So this means that with the 10 million types of lymphocytes, they're able to detect and be specific to 10 million different types of cells. So these lymphocytes are constantly colliding with other cells in the fetus. And because infection is rare in the fetus, because it is protected from the outside world by being inside the mother and by the placenta, the lymphocytes present are only colliding with self cells. They're only colliding with cells that are the organism's own. So this means that some of the lymphocytes will have receptors that fit its own cells. Because we have 10 million different types of lymphocytes, this means that some of these lymphocytes will be specific to some cells in the organism. So this means that when a lymphocyte encounters their complementary cell, it will die. And this is because in the fetus it suspects that all of the cells present are self cells. So when a lymphocyte encounters a cell that it is specific to, it dies because it knows it is self, and the body will not need it later on to attack. So only the lymphocytes that may fit non-self cells are left behind. So this is how our body has the lymphocytes to attack non-self cells and not the lymphocytes to attack our self cells. So how do our bodies continue to do this throughout our life? So in adults, lymphocytes produced in the bone marrow initially only encounter self-antigens. So this means that when our lymphocytes are immediately produced, they're only exposed to self cells. So any lymphocyte produced showing immune responses to self-antigens undergo apoptosis. So this apoptosis is programmed cell death. So any lymphocyte that shows an immune response to self cells is killed. And this is before they can mature, so before they can differentiate and mature and produce more of them. So this means that no clones of these anti-self lymphocytes, and anti-self lymphocytes means lymphocytes that attack the body's own cells. So none of these anti-self lymphocytes will appear in the blood. So no lymphocytes will attack our own cells. So the only lymphocytes that are present are ones that respond to non-self antigens, the ones that will help protect our bodies.